Hello everyone, my name is Katy and you're watching my channel Superconsole, where today we are looking at 7 reasons why you should be hyped for Persona 5. It was originally announced in 2013 and it's now finally edging towards a release in the West next week, and it's fair to say that Persona 5 is one of my most anticipated games ever. You know, next to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I absolutely fell head over heels in love with Persona 4 when I was playing Golden on the PS Vita a few years back. I love its quintessential small-town Japanese setting, its vibrant cast of characters, and how immersive the everyday activities of wandering about Inaba can be. In a way, Persona 5 seems to be the very opposite of this. Flashy, bold, vibrant yet dark in tone, and oh my, I'm excited. So to get us all truly in the mood for some shadow slaying, here are 7 reasons why you should be buying a ticket for that Persona 5 hype train right now. First of all, it looks bloody beautiful. The Persona series has always looked damn gorgeous and stylish, but Persona 5 is on a whole new level. Just look at it! I love the mature and dark red and black colour palettes and all the small touches and animation flourishes. Like the flashy way Personas are summoned by the characters ripping off their masks, which, okay, isn't quite as shocking as the P3 summon, where characters literally shot themselves in the head, but it's pretty damn cool. And oh, the awesome colourful splash screen which pops up for each character once you've destroyed your opponent. I mean, come on, even the menus look edgy. From the footage we've seen, P5 also looks to include lots of lovingly crafted full anime cutscenes, which were one of my favourite highlights from Persona 4 Golden. I can't wait to see some of the new ones. Persona 4's cast is one of my favourite crew in video game history, so while it's tough to let go of my baby boy Kanji and main girl Rise, I'm looking forward to getting to know the new cast. There's Morgana, that weird cat thing, the quarter-American Ann Takamaki, the elegant artiste Yusuke Kitagawa, boss-looking perfectionist Makoto Nijima, computer whiz kid Futaba Sakura, and the affluent Haru Okamura. Do the character models look a lot like Catherine? Maybe, but hey, it's a visual style that I absolutely adore, and the characters look full of expression and individuality. Who's my new best boy? Well, without even playing it, I really have a bit of a soft spot for Ryuji Sakamoto, mainly because he's a bit of a bad boy and looks a tad like Kanji. Now, truth be told, dungeon exploring was probably my least favourite aspect of the previous Persona games, although rather fundamental. While the fact that P3 and P4 were randomly generated meant they were good for replayability, it did mean, however, that each dungeon level wasn't particularly memorable, aside from their overarching theme like Heaven or Bathhouse. With P5, Atlus have promised new, exciting and dynamic dungeons, each carefully designed with new ways of traversing them, like jumping across gaps or climbing beams and even small-scale puzzle solving. There's also a heavy focus on Metal Gear Solid style stealth, with a new alert system for shadows. If the alert meter gets too high and you're spotted too often, all of the team will be kicked out of the dungeon, but the percentage on the alert system will also go down as you take down more enemies along the way, which, I'll be honest, is a little scary for me because I get inexplicably stressed whenever there's an enforced stealth section to a game, even when I was playing Wind Waker's cute cel-shaded Forsaken Fortress, or more recently taking down the Yiga clan hideout in Breath of the Wild. But hey, maybe this won't be so bad. Another new feature is guns, now a secondary weapon for all main playable characters, in addition to the standard physical and magic attacks. Guns are particularly useful against certain types of shadows with innate weaknesses, and you can upgrade and customise your guns by unlocking a specific social link. You can now talk shadows into joining your team, and while recruiting enemies has been a staple of the Shin Megami Tensei series for a long time now, it's not something we've seen recently in Persona games, having been omitted from P3 and P4. But sweet talking your shadows into your Persona team is now back, and I'm excited to give this mechanic a go. You'll just need to strike an enemy shadow's weak spot in order to initiate conversation. Choosing the right dialogue option for the particular shadow will convince it to join you in arms, or alternatively you can force the downed shadow to hand over its hard-earned cash or items in exchange for its freedom, like the big school bully you are. Also new and improved is the social link system called Confidants, and therefore with it comes new romance options to explore. Social links have been by far my favourite aspect of the Persona games, allowing you to get to know various side characters better and explore their background, like the edgy quack Dr. Tei Takemi, who gives you items as you increase her confidant levels. You can now also communicate with other characters via text, like in Catherine, because you know, that's what people do these days. But your mobile phone is also very important for other reasons, which I won't spoil if you haven't heard much of the story already. As per the previous entries, P5 runs on an in-game calendar, forcing you to carefully consider how you spend each day most efficiently, whether you're going out on a date, developing your social links, working at your part-time job, delving into a dungeon, or relaxing in the nudders at a public bathhouse. This system also brings with it the day and night cycle, as well as a weather system, both of which were a huge part of the Persona 4 story. In P5, these systems mainly affect the behaviour patterns of characters in the game, and when and where you can visit certain locations. As I briefly mentioned at the start of this video, P5 moves away from the Japanese small-town experience of P4's Inaba, with its quiet shopping districts, local shrine, and quaint local festivals, to the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, recreating famous real-world scenes like the famous meeting point, the Hachiko statue, the busy district of Shinjuku, or the colourful streets of Harajuku, creating a dynamic urban environment which reflects the darker and more oppressive themes of the game. It also brings back the high school setting, which I love so much in Persona 4, this time the main cast attending Shujin High School, a key location in the game. But as with the Midnight Channel and the TV world of Persona 4, there's also a parallel realm in P5 known as the Palace, the area you'll be exploring through various dungeon settings, like the Egyptian pyramids area and the castle we've seen in the trailer footage. And finally, good news for you guys sitting there thinking, well, this looks kinda cool, but I've never played a Persona or Shin Megami Tensei game before. Persona 5 looks to be rather newcomer friendly. As per the previous titles, you don't need any prior knowledge of the story or experience of the franchise to understand and enjoy P5. But returning fans will surely be happy to see familiar stomping grounds like the Velvet Room, this time in prison guise, along with my buddy Igor, aka Mr. Nose. Persona 4 Golden was highly accessible in comparison to older games of the series, with a comprehensive, albeit dragging tutorial system and easy to understand gameplay mechanics for new people to the franchise. Persona 5 looks to improve upon this further by dropping you straight into the action and teaching you a first-hand experience, rather than waiting until around 6 hours of dialogue to properly immerse you into its memento system and dungeons. Are you as excited as I am for Persona 4? New to the system and intrigued to try it out, or already picked your shortlist of waifus? I would love to hear your thoughts, so drop me a line in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, do show your support by hitting that like button, it does help immensely, and feel free to subscribe if you like all things Japanese gaming, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one. Bye!